Hello, my amazing English learners. Welcome back to Talk Smart. I'm Emma, and oh my goodness, I am so happy to see you here for day 4. You know what? I'm genuinely excited about today's lesson because we're diving into something that touches every single part of your life: communication and relationships. Think about it. Every day you talk with friends, you connect with family, you interact with colleagues at work or classmates at school. You have conversations that make you laugh, discussions that challenge you, and sometimes even conflicts that need resolution. Today's theme is communication and relationship phrasal verbs, and I want you to understand something important. These aren't just grammar rules or vocabulary words. These are the actual phrases that native English speakers use when they talk about the people in their lives, when they express feelings, when they navigate friendships and relationships. Here's what's beautiful about today's lesson. By the end of these 15 to 18 minutes, you will sound completely natural when you talk about relationships. You won't sound like a textbook anymore. You'll sound like someone who truly understands how English speakers express emotions and connections. We're at day 4 of our 7-day phrasal verb challenge, and I want to remind you of something. Consistency is everything. Every day you show up, every day you practice, you're building fluency that will last a lifetime. Don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on being present and learning step by step. Are you ready to transform how you talk about the people in your life? Let's begin day 4 together.
Get along with. To have a good, friendly relationship with someone. Example: I get along well with my neighbors. Here's a common situation where you might use this. My sister and I used to fight constantly when we were teenagers, but now that we're adults, we get along beautifully. We text each other every day and support each other through everything. Repeat after me. I get along well with my coworkers. Again, I get along well with my coworkers. You can say get along with someone or just get along. Both are natural. Fall out with. To have a serious argument that damages a friendship or relationship. Example: they fell out over a misunderstanding. Let me give you a practical example in daily life. My best friend and I fell out last year because I forgot her birthday, and she felt like I didn't care about our friendship. It was heartbreaking, but we learned that communication is so important. Repeat after me. I hope we don't fall out over this. Again, I hope we don't fall out over this. Fall out is more serious than just having a small argument. It usually means the relationship is damaged. Make up. To become friends again after an argument or fight. Example: let's make up and forget about the fight. Let's look at how this works in an everyday conversation. After my best friend and I fell out about the birthday situation, we both realized how much we missed each other. We met for coffee, talked honestly about our feelings, and made up. Now our friendship is even stronger. Repeat after me. I want to make up with my brother. Again, I want to make up with my brother. Make up shows that you're choosing to forgive and move forward together. It's about healing the relationship. Bring up. To mention or introduce a topic in conversation. Example: don't bring up politics at dinner tonight. This is a real example you can practice with. I've been wanting to ask my boss for a raise, but I'm nervous about bringing up the topic. I keep thinking about the best time and way to mention it during our next meeting. Repeat after me. I need to bring up an important issue. Again, I need to bring up an important issue. Bring up can be used for any topic, serious issues, fun memories, or casual subjects. Talk over, to discuss something thoroughly, usually to solve a problem or make a decision. Example, we need to talk over our vacation plans. Think of this everyday moment. My roommate and I were having problems with our apartment's heating bill. Instead of just complaining, we sat down and talked over different solutions, splitting costs differently, getting a space heater, or talking to the landlord. Repeat after me. Let's talk over this problem together. Again, let's talk over this problem together. Talk over suggests a collaborative discussion where everyone shares ideas and listens. Call off, to cancel something that was planned. Example, they called off the wedding due to bad weather. Here's how it sounds in a typical situation. I had planned a surprise birthday party for my mom, but she got the flu that week. I had to call off the whole event and reschedule it for the following weekend when she was feeling better. Repeat after me. We might have to call off the meeting. Again, we might have to call off the meeting. Call off is more formal than just cancel. It's often used for events, meetings, or important plans. Open up, to share personal feelings or thoughts, to become more communicative. Example, she finally opened up about her problems. Let's look at how this works in an everyday conversation. My teenage nephew was always quiet and never talked about school or friends. But during a family camping trip, he finally opened up to me about being bullied. It was such a relief that he trusted me enough to share. Repeat after me. I feel comfortable opening up to my friends. Again, I feel comfortable opening up to my friends. Open up suggests emotional vulnerability and trust. It's deeper than just talking.
Break up, to end a romantic relationship. Example, they broke up after 5 years together. Let me give you a practical example in daily life. My cousin broke up with her boyfriend last month because they realized they wanted completely different futures. It was sad but mature. She wanted to travel the world, and he wanted to stay in their hometown and start a family. Repeat after me. It's hard when couples break up. Again, it's hard when couples break up. Break up is specifically for romantic relationships. We don't use it for friendships. Sort out. To solve a problem or resolve a difficult situation. Example, we need to sort out this confusion. This is a typical situation you could face at school or work. There was a huge misunderstanding at work about who was responsible for the project deadline. 3 different people thought they were in charge. Our manager called a meeting and helped us sort out the confusion. Repeat after me. Let's sort out this misunderstanding. Again, let's sort out this misunderstanding. Sort out implies organizing chaos or finding solutions to messy situations.
Look after. To take care of someone or something. Example, I'm looking after my neighbor's plants while she's away. Let me give you a practical example in daily life. When my grandmother had surgery last year, our whole family took turns looking after her. My aunt would cook meals, I would help with grocery shopping, and my cousins would visit to keep her company. Repeat after me. I love looking after my little sister. Again, I love looking after my little sister. Look after shows care and responsibility. It's warmer than just take care of. Come across. To meet someone by chance or to give a particular impression. Example, I came across my old teacher at the grocery store. This is how people usually use it in real conversations. I was worried about my job interview because I didn't want to come across as too nervous or inexperienced. I practiced answering questions so I would come across as confident and prepared. Repeat after me. I came across as friendly in the meeting. Again, I came across as friendly in the meeting. Come across has two meanings, meeting by chance or the impression you give others. Go out with. To have a romantic relationship with someone, to date someone. Example, she's going out with someone from her dance class. Here's a common situation. I've been going out with David for 8 months now, and things are getting serious. We're talking about moving in together next year, and I think I'm ready to introduce him to my parents. Repeat after me. They've been going out for 2 years. Again, they've been going out for 2 years. Go out with is more casual than dating. It can mean anything from casual dates to serious relationships. Break in. To interrupt someone when they're speaking. Example, sorry to break in, but I have urgent news. In daily life, you might say, I was telling my friends about my vacation at dinner, but my little brother kept breaking in with questions and comments. Finally, my mom told him to let me finish my story before asking anything. Repeat after me. Please don't break in while I'm speaking. Again, please don't break in while I'm speaking. Break in is more polite than interrupt. You can say, sorry to break in, to be courteous. Pick on. To repeatedly criticize, tease, or bully someone, especially someone weaker. Example, the older kids were picking on the new student. Here's how it sounds in a typical situation. There was a coworker at my last job who constantly picked on me about small mistakes, made jokes about my accent, and criticized my ideas in meetings. I finally had to speak to HR because it was affecting my confidence and work performance. Repeat after me. Don't let anyone pick on you. Again, don't let anyone pick on you. Pick on suggests unfair treatment, usually targeting someone who can't defend themselves easily. Look out for. To protect, watch over, or take special care of someone. Example, big brothers should look out for their little sisters. Let me give you a practical example in daily life. When I started my new job, I was completely lost and overwhelmed. Thankfully, an experienced colleague really looked out for me. She showed me the office systems, introduced me to everyone, and helped me avoid making beginner mistakes. Repeat after me. I'll always look out for my family. Again, I'll always look out for my family. Look out for shows protective care and attention. It's stronger than just help.
Wow, look at what you've learned today. Let me take you through all 15 communication and relationship phrasal verbs in one beautiful flow. You can get along with people or fall out with them, but hopefully you can make up afterward. When you need to discuss something, you can bring up topics and talk over problems. Sometimes you might need to call off plans or encourage someone to open up about their feelings. Couples might break up, but friends help sort out difficulties. You look after people you care about, and you might come across old friends or come across as confident. You can go out with someone romantically, but it's rude to break in when others are speaking. Don't let anyone pick on you, and always look out for the people who matter to you. Amazing! You now have the vocabulary to talk about every aspect of human relationships and communication. These aren't just words, they're tools for expressing your heart and connecting with others. I want you to take a moment to realize what just happened in this lesson. You didn't just learn 15 phrasal verbs, you learned how to express the full range of human relationships and emotions in English. You can now talk about friendships, romantic relationships, family dynamics, workplace conflicts, and social situations just like a native English speaker. Here's the beautiful truth about language learning. Practicing small steps daily creates fluency. You don't need to use all 15 phrasal verbs tomorrow, but if you use just 2 or 3 in real conversations, you'll start sounding more natural immediately. Tonight, I want you to think about your own relationships. Maybe you get along well with your coworkers, or perhaps you need to talk over a problem with a family member. Maybe you want to open up more to a friend, or you're grateful that someone looks out for you. Use these phrasal verbs to describe your real life. Tomorrow is day 5 of our challenge, and we're diving into something equally important: emotions and health phrasal verbs. We'll learn how to talk about feelings, mental health, physical wellness, and taking care of yourself. These verbs will help you express how you feel and what you need, essential skills for any language learner. Remember, you're not just building vocabulary, you're building the ability to connect authentically with English speakers around the world. You're learning to express your heart, solve problems with words, and navigate relationships with confidence. That's incredible. Thank you for staying with me through day 4. Thank you for practicing, for believing in this process, and for trusting me with your English learning journey. Every day you show up, you grow stronger. Keep using these relationship phrasal verbs in your real conversations today. Make them part of your natural English expression. You're doing fantastic work. This is Emma from TalkSmart. Keep practicing, keep growing, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 5. Take care of yourself, my wonderful friends.